Goodness, it is so easy to procrastinate when you've got a little puppy in the house. So I was just busy stuffing the body after we did the head. So I bet you've all finished, because once you know the basics, it's easy just to go ahead and you don't have to wait for me. But it was just showing you how you'd got your ears done. And so I need to put my email address on the videos so that you can send me pictures of your dolls that you're making. That would be really awesome. Make sure it's not too stuffed in the body. I want to get the stuffing to the feet. So there you go. So now I'm going to sew across the bottom, and the reason for having the waste yarn there is it makes these stitches right here stand out, and I can very easily just, let me turn my light on, does that make it better? I can very easily just stitch along here with a little piece of yarn, or I can get a new piece, but make sure you're not using the waste yarn. So I give it a tug, that's waste yarn. You've got to find out, and that one's waste yarn. You've got to find out you don't want to sew up with your waste yarn. Or if you do use your long piece of waste yarn here, just don't pull it too tight. But if you don't want feet like this, and you want to pull it in at the bottom like these two, then just pull your waste yarn tight. But I'm going to sew mine up, and then I'll come back with the same colour for the jersey to sew up the arms after I've done the legs. So I need enough to sew the shoes and up the legs. I haven't got the brown. I've only got this colour left. Ah, interesting. Well, we'll have to see what it looks like. So I'm just going to sit quietly on my sofa and do that. You saw a shot of me sitting on my sofa knitting, and the little puppy looking at me, always watching what I'm doing and following me. So I'm going to do those, and then I'll come back when I do the legs and the arms. Alright, so I've just sewed up along the bottom there, and I did use a bit of the waste yarn and I accidentally pulled it a bit tight, so it's a bit crooked that side, but never mind. So I'm going to use, this is also a long piece of waste yarn, but we'll see how we go, and it's right here in the middle. So I'll try not to pull it too tight. And I'll just go in and out. To make the little shoes. Now somebody was asking me where did I get my wool needle. I think I got my first ones from Spotlight. I can't remember. I thought they looked weird but useful. And then I lost they come in packs of 3. So of course I lost my favourite size, which is this one. Then you can get great big ones. So I went to my local yarn store here. That's about that one. I went to my local yarn store and tried to describe what I wanted. A needle with a bit of fishing tail circle on the end, and they had no idea what I was talking about. So I had to Google a picture, and I took a screenshot, and then I showed her the screenshot, and she goes, oh, because I'm sure they had them, and I thought, oh, I'll get some next time. You know how you always say, I'll get some next time. And when you go in next time, they're not there. So it is a blunt needle. I do find it hard to push through the stuffing. but I also like that it's easy for me to thread the yarn in the end. So you might find a sharp needle with a big end to thread your yarn. But I persevere getting it through. Pull it tight both ends. I think I said before I'm going to do another cap and just do the one colour, and it might look a bit better. I'm a bit disappointed in the colour change for the head, but I thought it looked cute being fluffy. So you just work your way up. I just eyeball it. Some people put a purl stitch here in the flat knitting while they're knitting it, and I haven't bothered to do that. Oh, get through there. And I just go a little way up. I don't go right up here to where it meets the jersey, because you've got to have sort of room for your tummy bit maybe. That's what I've been doing. You can see I've been just stopping just short of the jersey. That one I didn't go far enough because I had a short top. I was hoping he would look a bit fat. Squish him. Yeah, does he look a bit fat? So I went a bit further up that one. But that's all right. I mean, they all come out different. And whoever receives them, I've kept mine so far, but whoever receives them isn't going to be fussy. Usually it's a young child, but it could be an older person in a rest home. Or it could be somebody very sick in hospital. Or it could be a homeless person that finds it if you leave it out on a bench somewhere at a park. And so I'm sure they'll be very grateful to find something that would give them a little bit of company. So I think that's far enough. You can't really see, but I've gone to about here. So I'm just going to leave that there for now and get some other yarn for the jersey. I always cut off too much to be safe, because you can see I keep running out. And so for the jersey, I just eyeball it. I'm just moving the stuffing over a bit. There's not enough stuffing up there, see? I'm getting fussy. But anyway, I just put I've cut all my nails off. I sort of want to go here, and I don't do right up, because you want a shoulder. So the armpit's here, and this is the shoulder. So I sort of go down here. Try and keep it more or less the same on the other side. Oops, sorry. Sometimes I go off screen because I got to put it right up by my eyes to see. Give that a bit of a tug. Can't even see where it is on the other side. So I had such a busy day yesterday, out with a friend. I was in and out. I leave the dogs at home now. Holly's got some company. And I asked the neighbours, I said, what's happening while I'm out? Any screaming and fighting? And no, not a sound. And I think they actually just go to sleep when I'm out. Might have a bit of a play and go to sleep. So, I mean, that's good, because it gives Holly company. It's much, much too hot to take her out at the moment. My phone said 24 degrees at 7:30, but I think it was broken. My phone's not behaving itself. It certainly wouldn't be 24 degrees. It's 7:30 in the morning. Not here anyway. So I'm just going to poke that through the other side. Got a bit of a fluff sticking up there. And then I'm going to cut this off, and this is how I get rid of all my ends. I just go in a bit of a different place, real close, and then I just bring it out anywhere. Thread the needle, and I put it right through, and then I pull it a little bit tighter. You see that? A little bit tighter. Snip it real close, and then it disappears. So that's how I get rid of all my ends. You would have seen that in some other videos. So let's start the other side. So I'll put my email address in, and if you send me some photos of which ones you've been making, or if you've been making other ones and what extra additions you're making to them. I've seen some awesome pictures online, and just let me know. Oh yes, you can show this, but don't put my name on YouTube, and I can just make a video of showing pictures. I won't show the actual email and writing and things like that. Keep it nice and private. So thank you for everyone that's been watching, and I love reading your comments. Any questions, just ask. I'm not a professional, I just give it a go. But I love chatting to everybody, especially when you live on your own. It's nice to have an email and a chat. And thank you if you give me a thumbs up too, because that tells YouTube that you're enjoying my videos, and they will share them out with more people. So that's great. Oh, there you go. Finished. I always procrastinate this part. So I'm going to take this piece right up and out there. That piece got stuck. Snip it off and it will disappear, and then I'll take this one through. Sometimes I poke the needle through first and then I thread the little bit. Somebody else showed me that little trick. So keep the videos separate with the dividing, and then I'll come back and do a separate video for the face, because if somebody asks just for one particular area that they want to learn, they don't have to go through like one great big long hour-long video trying to find it. I can just give them the link to one little video. They don't have to watch the whole thing. So I'm going to finish getting rid of all my ends now. I don't need them. You've seen how I do that. There you go. And then I'll have a think about what I do with the face. And little froggy here, somebody gave me the idea and I didn't understand what they meant. They said put white around the eye. And I thought they meant at the back. But I think it's around the eyeball here. First of all, I thought they wanted some white, like a bit of a glint for a cat's eye, actually right in the black part. But I think I've seen some pictures where you put white around here, so that might look better. I might try that, but I thought about giving it a couple of nostrils. I don't know, with my funny mouth. But anyway, might have looked better with some shoes. The legs look very long, don't they, when you don't have shoes. So I might start doing longer jerseys. But anyway, you can change it up. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll do a different video for the face. Come back and decide what to do for the eyes and the nose and the mouth.